Hello, I'm Max Kossitz, and this is a CyberSec team production. Even though there are many burgers in this background here, this is not a food tutorial, but a tutorial how to hack a lot of Android devices using QR codes, advertisement, and the stupidity of other people. Of course, this is an educational purpose video only. What we will do is create an Android application which consists of mainly a payload. This has been done in other tutorials as well, but I'll just show it again. Meaning that if this application is installed and run, we have a remote control over that Android device. Meaning we can take screenshots, we can do whatever we want to do. But the question is always how to get that application onto the target's Android device. In this case, we will be using QR codes or a QR code. Fortunately, QR codes are just little pictures that people scan with their phones, which directs them onto websites. Basically, we will create a McDonald's phishing website, not for the login phishing, but for people to download the application. The advertisement could be, or we will decide later, but probably it'll be have 2 hamburgers free per week if you have that Android app and you can show it at the McDonald's store. Meaning if people read the advertisement and that there's a QR code and they think, of course I want 2 hamburgers free each week, they scan the QR code, they go onto the website, they download the application, they install it, and we have remote control. We will not be using Kali Linux for this purpose because I think that we should show you guys how to work on servers. If you have a laptop in a local area network, you would have to forward the IP on the router for the successful connection, and you would have to host the website on your laptop as well. And your laptop is a working station, a personal computer working station PC. So I think there shouldn't be a web server on there for outside purposes. Definitely not because other people may try to hack you if you try out things. But you shouldn't try out things because that's illegal, right? So what we have here is a virtual server that I rented at 1&1.de, which is a German company. But I think that there are various other companies, and also American companies in English, of course, which provide the hosting or for websites or servers. Of course, again, this shouldn't be public. If you do penetration testing, you should have a contract for having the allowance to do so. Of course, if you rent a server and someone finds out that your application is a payload and it's hacking other people, of course they will contact 1&1.de and tell them that one of their servers is used for malicious purposes and you will get in trouble. But let's carry on. So I have a SSH connection using PuTTY as a application for the SSH over port 22. Metasploit is installed on this server, on that server, and you will need this. If you don't know how to install Metasploit on a server, then please look into our channel and see if you find the video for that. There is a video explaining in detail how to install MSF on a Ubuntu Debian server. Make sure you have root rights and then you can start. So in the process of trying to show you how to get a domain name so that there's no IP address, which would look really awful if you try to send someone to an IP address and not a DNS domain name. I got to that wonderful website here, but it looks good on the first site because TK, maybe it's just an awful website and no one would use it and it's free. Eh. But if I'll show you for 1 month, BMPYSEYQ, we go on, please go on. Okay, that's no IP address. 2, 3, 6. That should be a IP address. It'll ask us to sign in with Facebook or the Windows Live ID. Please don't do that because that's obviously a phishing page. I guess it's a phishing page. I wouldn't try it out because that's kind of stupid. Okay. Again, there are a lot of services where you can get domain names. If people want to do something malicious, they can go on those websites using the Tor browser or anything that actually hides your ass, like for example hidemyass.com. But for normal testing purposes, of course, I will still use my German 1 and 1.de because I got a web server there and I got a free domain name to that. So my IP address is alliance.com. Of course, there's no website here at the moment. I had one, but of course I moved on to cybersecteam.org. Shit. Cyber. Sci. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit confused. Cybersec team. There's the mistake. .org. Yeah, that's our new website. Please show the advertisement. That helps us. Never mind. So I've got that domain. Okay, so because that's not part of the tutorial, I'll run through how I'd create the PHP file for the downloading of the APK Android file. So here we go. So as you can see, the download is working. Okay, so at qr code generator.de we can type in our website. And we can create it and we can download it. Okay. We will open that up. And unpack that. And now we have our QR code here. Okay. Okay, so we got the QR code, and as you can see on my screen on my phone, I got 3 QR code readers. And yeah, we'll try out the first one now. Okay, so as we can see, it asks us if we want to open the test.apk. So it doesn't even show us the real URL, it just asks us if we want to open test.apk. And I'll try that now. But as you can see here, it seems to be a invalid URL. Probably it ran over it and used the header to create this. So this app doesn't work. So now we will try the second app. Okay, so as we can see here, it shows us the URL sysec-alliance.com and if we want to open it. And I'll click open now. Now it asks me if I want to use, it's German, sorry, but now it asks me if I want to use the standard browser to open this URL to download the file. And I'll click OK. Yeah, my screen is a bit broken. And as you can see, it asks us if we really want to download the APK file, since usually APK files are only in the App Store. This is the only problem we have, since we can't get around this. The user has to click OK, and that's what we'll do now. And as we can see, it finished downloading. So now if the user clicks on it, it would execute it. But of course this is only a test APK, and it's not really a APK, it's just a file named like that. The third app called QR Droid, I tested that as well, but it was so fast, it directly opened the website without asking me for a confirmation, which of course, in this case, is a huge security flaw, and it would directly download our APK file. Okay, so since we want to create the backdoor, the payload for hacking the Android through an APK file, we will use Metasploit, but I will only show that in a very fast manner, so without explanation. If you want a tutorial with explanation, please go to our channel Varga Sandel. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. And here I made a video, Android hacking tutorial 2015, where I explain in detail how to hack, how to create a payload with which you can hack an Android device. I'll do exactly the same thing as in this video, but I won't explain it. And I will do it on a server, so it'll look a bit different. So without the desktop, it'll be only the terminal.